Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new episode. Today I want to be sharing with you a few tips to hopefully help you improve your communication, especially if you are a brand new real estate agent. Now, the reason that I want to talk about this is because I was recently on a Zoom call. It was a Zoom call with people not real estate related, but I noticed that every time someone would speak, they would use so many filler words. Not just that, but they always talked fast. Sometimes they would stumble over their words. And I figured, you know what? This would be a great topic for me to talk about and share in my podcast, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that are not used to doing video, they probably go through things like this. So I want to share with you exactly what has helped me and improved my communication. If you have been watching my videos on YouTube for a very long time, you can go back to the beginning and you can see how fast I would talk sometimes. I remembered sometimes in my videos, I would get comments where people would say, you talk so fast, or it sounds like you're running out of breath. And those comments would get to me because I would think, I'm here trying to make a YouTube video and people are just looking at the little things and focusing on those things that make me feel like, am I even good enough to be making videos? Why am I doing this? Why am I talking too fast? Why does it sound like I'm running out of breath? So I'm pretty sure that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, some of the things that help me over time get better with my communication is actually being able to listen to myself. Now, I know that this is something that might sound really weird because a lot of us hate to listen to ourselves or hate to watch ourselves on video because, again, we always focus on the little negative things. Instead of focusing on the content and the quality, we focus on our hair or how we look or the pitch of our voice or perhaps our facial expressions in the videos. But like I said, listening to myself and watching myself on video is what really helped me kind of figure out exactly what it is that I needed to focus on. So when it comes to communication, just in general, a lot of people talk fast. Especially if you are a real estate agent and you're talking to strangers. Sometimes if you're cold calling, for example, an expired or for sale by owner, you feel like you need to say your script super fast or get your questions out of the way super fast because you don't know if this other person, the person on the phone, whether it's a homeowner or a buyer, you don't know if they're going to start asking you questions that you might not know how to answer. And then you're going to be left hanging. And perhaps you're already thinking in your head, well, if I don't know how to answer, they're automatically going to think and assume that I'm a brand new real estate agent. And that is exactly what I do not want them to think. So working on your communication, working on the speed of how you speak is also going to help you be able to think of what to say next. You see, if you talk really fast, you don't leave any room to think of what to say next when somebody tells you something. Or perhaps if someone asks you a question, if you speak a little bit slower than you think you might be speaking, this gives you the opportunity to already think of how you're going to be answering the question instead of stumbling all over your words. With that being said, something that a lot of people do, and just making this small adjustment will actually help you in your communication, is eliminating filler words. Words like or like. When you eliminate all of these words, it makes you sound so much better, whether you're speaking on the phone or in person with whoever it is. Sometimes I have gone to presentations where I listen to people, or even when I have been on Zoom conference calls with other people and I hear the word a lot, it almost makes me feel like they might not know what they're talking about or their communication is not that great. I'd rather you, if you're listening to this, I'd rather you pause instead of saying So take down that note. Anytime moving forward that you want to say just pause. Don't say anything. And it might sound like an awkward pause or an awkward moment of silence, but this is going to help you over time. because it's better for you to just not say anything than saying every other word. And then at that point, it just gets really annoying. Something else that can help you with eliminating these filler words is if you join organizations like Toastmasters. Toastmasters is great for you to improve your communication and public speaking skills. When you go to Toastmasters, there is usually a person when you present, and this person's job is to count all the filler words, how many times you said how many times you said like, and things like that. Because once you're able to see how many times you're using these words that have absolutely no value, then at that point you can start making the changes, and that's when you can see that, wow, I really need to eliminate all of these words because it's just making me sound like I'm a high schooler or something like that. So yeah, the communication, eliminating the filler words, these are really important for you and your delivery and how also people will perceive you. Now, along with that, like I mentioned, to help you improve, you can do Toastmasters. You can record yourself in video and in audio and then look at it. Even though you might feel awkward, looking at it and listening to yourself is really going to help you. And lastly, again, the speed of how fast you talk or how slow you talk is really going to help you. If you see and if you watch some of my more recent videos, or even if you take a look at public speakers, maybe you take a look at some videos by Tony Robbins or Brian Tracy, you will be able to see how these gentlemen communicate. Study these people. Go on YouTube. There are so many people that you can study from in terms of communication and how they are able to speak to a public to make sure that they get their point across. Other components of communication that will really make you sound more confident when you speak is your tonality, upswings and downswings. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll definitely want to Google that. I mean, I can do an entire episode on just upswings and downswings. And in fact, that is actually something that I cover in my new agent bootcamp, which I'm going to plug right now. The next one will start on February 2nd. I will be opening up registration on January 26th, so you definitely want to be on the lookout for that. I will post the link in the description box. That way, if you are interested, make sure that you sign up. That way, you will get an email once registration opens. So yeah, that is all I wanted to cover today when it comes to communication. Just want you to be aware of a few certain things and things that you can start changing. That way, when you talk to someone, you almost sound more confident and seem more knowledgeable in what you're saying. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode.